I've I have diagnosed patients before, but never their money. A physician of substance. Long ago in Japan, there was a distinguished physician named Nawakake. One day, as he was returning home from a journey to Edo, a messenger came to inform him that a wealthy townsman had fallen ill and to ask if he would please come examine him. He is the richest man in these parts, added the messenger. So be sure to diagnose him with even more care than you ordinarily would. Kake's good humor vanished. When you first asked me to look at him, I was prepared to do so right away, he said. But I no longer have the slightest inclination to do so. Please convey my regrets to the patient. But why? It's simple. I was prepared to offer my services to a sick man, but now you tell me that because he is rich, I am to examine him with special care. I have diagnosed many a sick man, but never once have I diagnosed a man's money. The messenger could not help but admire this stand, and took his leave after offering apologies. What made Kake great was not his medical proficiency alone, but a character impervious to the claims of wealth and power. Herein lay the secret of the benevolent art he practiced. Okay, that's the story. Yeah, when I read this story for the first time, it was hard for me to understand the message here. But as I read it again and again, little by little, I think I understand the message. I thought at the beginning that the physician was a little too cold. Even he is the richest person in the town or village. He is now sick and he needs help. So why didn't he offer his service? I think after this incident or conversation, maybe the rich man sent another messenger, and then that time, I think he could have accepted his request or help. But if in this situation he had accepted this request and started examining him and offering his services, I can imagine or visualize one scenario. After many visits to this richest man, maybe this kind of conversation will happen. Hey doctor, I'm sick again. Could you come and treat me? The doctor would say, oh, I'm sorry. I have an appointment right now. I have to visit another person. Sorry, so I cannot. And the rich man would say, oh, that's too bad. If you come visit me right now, I will pay you 10 times more than I usually pay. I would pay, let's say, $10,000 for one visit. Oh, it's a little too much. $3,000. And then if the doctor wouldn't accept it, okay, I will pay you 5,000 and 10,000. And at a certain point, doctor would think, oh, actually this month I'm a little bit tight in a short budget is tight, maybe once would be okay. Then he would cancel the previous appointment and then visit the richest person. And if this once happens, it will surely happen twice and three times, and little by little, even a physician of virtue or substance will eventually bend his principle and be kind of a slave, not to the richest person, but to his own desire. So I think the physician could foresee this consequence. So although he wanted to see the sick person, he had to refuse that offer. That's my understanding. Yeah, it's one of the interpretation. There might be a lot of other scenarios too. Okay, so that's all for today's afternoon recitation meditation practice. Good job, everybody. See you next time and have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Yuichi.
You're welcome, Rick.